But all I learned from this is I should have stayed with my college crush and been happy-go-lucky. But no, I wanted to be flip-floppy. I wanted to not know what I wanted. I wanted to be all over the place. So then this happened. But at least we have views from it, you know?
Money like a scammer. Tell them that I'm going like we got a problem now. It's looking like we got a problem now. It's looking like we got a problem now.
So I'm already laughing because this is really a joke. Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Sarah. If you've never seen my face before, I am a New York City vlogger, but I also do little story times and chit chats and pretty much everything under the sun. I upload videos every single week, so make sure you guys subscribe and turn that post notification on because that's how you're gonna know when I upload a video. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Farma Sarah on both of those things. The links is in the description. The links are in the description, and they also popped up on the screen as they will throughout the video. If you enjoyed this video at any point, make sure you guys give me that thumbs up because that really helps my channel grow. It gets me higher on the search list so more people can find my videos. So boom, my story time today is basically what the title says, my worst relationship ever. And you know, now I'm a baddie with purple hair. Yeah, this is about my worst relationship ever. Throughout this story, I will refer to him as the experiment. That is what I refer to him in real life. That's not a joke. I'm dead serious. I do not say this kid's name. I don't hate the kid, but this is my story. It's pretty comedic if you think about it, because y'all about to be like, Sarah, what? Like, come on now, sis. Make sure you guys watch both parts because it literally continues. One continues into the next. There's not gonna be no recap and nothing like that, okay? So that's it. I'm talking too much. I'm hot. I just filmed this entire video. I'm now using artificial lighting, so that's why it kind of looks a little weird. I'm about to turn some air on and get me some water and maybe make a fruit bowl. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I have an entire page worth of notes that I sat down and did yesterday because I didn't want to forget everything. Because some of the things I genuinely forget, some of these memories. It's not like a lock it in the treasure box and throw away the key. It's like I threw it down a volcano. There's no retrieving some of those memories. They're gone. But for what I can remember, I wrote down a whole list, y'all, like, cause I'm trying to spill the tea, okay? I'm trying to spill the tea on my life for views. So there's that, but let's get into the video. I'm starting off with like how we met. This all starts in either October or November of 2018. Sorry if I keep looking that way. I'm like right by the window. I'm on street level, so like my attention kind of goes over there sometimes. It starts October 2018. And basically, I was working at a gym. I was working at the gym at school, and like a lot of people would come in. Like it was also a place where a lot of people would talk to you because I'm literally at like the front desk of the gym. Like you meet people, you see the same people sometimes coming in all the time. It's like, hey, what's up? So, but when we were working there, we knew the people who were like really cool, real friendly, and then we knew the people that was like kind of stanky. You just be like, oh God, here they come again. So basically, also I refer to this person as the experiment. So yeah, that's what the name is gonna be. Everybody else's name is pretty much gonna be in it because it's like friends and stuff like that. But for him, experiment, okay? The experiment, he would come in every now and then during my shift sometimes. I would notice, like I noticed his face, but I didn't notice him. Like nothing about him stuck out to me. It was just kind of like let me swipe this person's ID because they don't know how to say hello, thank you, nothing. They just put the ID in your face, type of thing. And a lot of people did that. Again, off rip, I had no first impression of him. He did not stand out in my thoughts because I'm seeing people all the time. So one day he came in and I decided to play a joke like randomly, like y'all, like I would do stuff like that. You know, that's how you get people sometimes be more comfortable. Like joke around with them, be like, yo, you could chill. Like, I'm a cool employee. If you don't have your ID, I could let you in. You know what I'm saying? So he came in one day and I pretended like his card wasn't swiping or something like that. So we could see if access was granted or denied on the computer. So it was granted, but I was like, yo, I'm so sorry. You can't come in. Here we go. Another cop car. So I decided to play that little prank on him or whatever, and I was like, yo, your ID's not swiping, like I can't let you in, blah blah blah. So his whole demeanor like switched. Like he was just like what? You see me in here every day, you really, like, come on now. So yeah, I carried that on as long as I could. It really wasn't that long, like the interaction was not that long. And then I was just like, nah, JK, I'm joking. Then he said something, and I think at that point I was like, the joke is over. You could go work out. Then I don't know if it was that day, but so that was like my first interaction with him. Okay, like, again, did not think anything of it. I would have been perfectly fine if we never spoke again. I would honestly, you know what, I feel like somebody was plotting against me, because this could have definitely stayed a very platonic thing. It did not. But then I wouldn't have this story to tell you guys. So after that, I think somehow we exchanged numbers. Yo, now that I think about it, before that interaction, he had followed me on Instagram, and I didn't know who he was. Like, usually people that went to UAlbany, that's where I went. People that went to UAlbany, while you're there, or even a little bit after, you usually have UA or something in your Instagram bio, so you kind of know, okay, well, I never seen you before, but you on campus, whatever. But I don't think he had that in there, so I didn't follow him back. But then I saw that he was following Jasmine, so I was like, oh, well, maybe this is, I don't know. He's following Jasmine, and we had a couple of mutuals. So I was like, okay, this has to be like a school thing or whatever. So now I followed him, but I didn't like none of his pictures. So I unfollowed him, and then he unfollowed me, and then he followed me back. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do that, okay? But that's crazy. Now that I think about it, he knew who I was before I knew who he was. So while we're at the gym or whatever, I don't know if he said something on his way out. I told you, volcano. So it might have been that same week, if not the week after, or a couple days, whatever. At some point after that, he basically came up to me while I was at the desk or whatever, chit-chatting. Again, I don't think anything of these things. Like, y'all, if somebody's ever flirting with me, I don't know they flirting. I'd be like, oh, you just being friendly. So then I'd be friendly back. Next thing you know, they're like, I want to take you out. And you just be like, huh? You can. So basically that's what happened. We was just chit-chatting, and I'm thinking that we just kikiing. He had something in his head, whatever. And he was like, so like, I didn't, like, yeah, I seen you on Instagram or something, or I didn't want to DM you on Instagram because I have more respect for you. First of all, I'm just looking at him like, okay, like, y'all, I was literally just like, okay. Then he was like, so I was wondering if I could, like, get your number, maybe, like, take you out sometime. And then while he was doing all of this, he was barely looking at me, and that was another problem that I had. I was like, yo, I don't know what type of, like, thing you have in your neck, but keep it steady. Like, you head moving around like a newborn. Like, look at people when they talking to you. What? Come on now. I'm just looking at him now like, okay. So then I was like, I didn't answer that, like, that day. I said, hold on, I'm gonna have to think about it. He was like, well, what do you have to think about? Don't tell me what I gotta think about what I gotta think about. Boom. So then, I don't know if I gave him my number or if it was an Instagram thing, or I don't know, but whatever. So I guess we exchanged contacts or something like that. And I was like, no, I got to think about this, because listen, you can't be asking questions like that and just have some people shook. Like, I need to think about it. I need to run it back. You know what I mean? I thought about it, and then I was like, Sarah, why not? Like, you don't date. Like, why the hell not? We end up meeting up after work one day, and we went to Red Lobster, and I really didn't want nothing. All I wanted was like some biscuits. I know, that's like weird. Like, who goes on a date and just order biscuits? Me. And yo, bro, so we just like chilling in the car, like talking or whatever on the way to Red Lobster. We get out of Red Lobster. I'm coming this way. He's driving. So I come around the car because the entrance was like over here, so I'm like trying to walk to the entrance, so I'm walking this way. He just like grabs me and kisses me. Bitch, what? Who? Yo, why did I do? What? I would never again. But y'all know, sometimes you just get into situations and you like, it's not like you willingly have anything in your head or willingly want to do anything, but things just go that way, and then you just like, you frazzled to the point where you can't even say nothing. But anyway, that was 10 minutes of me talking about how we met, our first couple of interactions. Boom. So every year, well, not every year, so for the like past 2 years while I was in like the last 2 years of school, we had Friendsgivings. For anybody that doesn't know what a Friendsgiving is, it's literally like a Thanksgiving dinner, but it's with your friends instead of your family, so you just call it Friendsgiving. So we had a cute ass Friendsgiving. It was this year was that year 2018 was way bigger than the one that we had 2017, because honestly it was mostly me and Dominique. Me and Dominique collectively have a pretty big group of people that we knew, or that people that we were cool enough with to have them at our dinner. So shout out to them people, because I still talk to almost all of those people, so they're really cool. But yeah, so we had a Friendsgiving, and yeah, it took me so long to get over this, because I was just like, yo, this really where it went downhill for me. So yeah, we all happy for this little Friendsgiving, a kiki. And you know what, honestly, now that I think about it, my best friend set me up. Ashley, we were talking about, we were all in the car, and she brought up Friendsgiving, and he was like, oh, you're having a Friendsgiving? Why didn't I know about it? Because you're not invited. So honestly, Ashley set me up. Okay, so Ashley, that was your fault. Well, after he said that, I didn't say nothing. Like, I was just like, yeah. Like, it wasn't like a come through or nothing like that. Like, so it was just like a yeah. And then he was like, when is it? And y'all, you ever not wanted to invite somebody, and then they just start asking about the details of the event, and you're not trying to be mean, so then you just like,
yes, this time's gonna be at 7 o'clock on this day. Like, we live here.
So that's basically what happened. Like, he was not invited. I did not want him to show up. Mind you, I had invited my little college crush or whatever that I didn't really know was my college crush, but he really was. So I had invited him, and I would have rather him and his little friends that I barely knew showed up than this kid that I was talking to show up to my Friendsgiving. You wasn't even invited. Like, so he ended up at the Friendsgiving. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me make this kid seem more comfortable. So I was like, you know, like fixing a little plate, like little Betty Crocker. I will never do that again. So this is November, okay? So whenever we met, I don't know, but Friendsgiving was in November. So yeah, he came to the Friendsgiving. He wasn't invited. Also showed up empty-handed. So I really didn't want him there, but at this point, I'm like, I gotta deal with it and kind of put on a little show. I was in theater for 3 years, so when it comes time, if I really do need to put on a show, I could put on a show, okay? Yeah, so I was like being inviting, here's the food, We ended up leaving the party. What? Why did I leave, Sarah? We ended up leaving the party, and I didn't even realize that it was so long, but it was a really long time. And then he said something, and it just irritated me. Like, how you irritate somebody that early on? Like, yo, you remember Ariana, girl, Ariana said, I don't know what she said, but I feel like that Thank You Next song, she was basically saying like, thank you, because I know what I want now. So this relationship taught me a lot of what I don't want in a person. Well, actually, I knew some of the stuff that I didn't want, and I saw the signs and chose to ignore them.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
You know, it be like that. We're like downstairs or whatever. It's raining. There's so many signs that told me, Sarah, run. But no, I didn't want to do that.
Stupid.
So how you gonna have me in the rain? This is how I know you don't respect me. Because why would you have somebody just sitting in the rain? And then he liked to raise his voice. Yo, so many signs. He liked to raise his voice. So he was raising his voice at something. And once, like a guy starts raising his voice at me, my voice gets higher too. So now I'm irritated because I naturally do not yell. I naturally am not a loud person. So for me to do things like that requires a little extra energy coming from me to present myself that way. So now you got me acting out of character in the rain. He said something, I was like, I don't like what you said, whatever I said back. And then he kissed me and he thought that was cute and was like, what other guy you know is gonna kiss you in the rain? Somebody with respect. Out here kissing people in the rain like it's The Notebook. First of all, that rain was fake. So it's like they had towels backstage. Like, you got me in the rain, bro. Like, what? I come back to the Friendsgiving, and people had been leaving at this point. Like, people were leaving. I went straight to my room and started crying. First of all, I'm a bad bitch. I don't be crying over men. So my period came the next day, so it made sense why I was behaving that way, because I was like, hold on, Sarah, we don't cry over men, so what is going on? It was out of my control. And my friends came and found me. Everybody was like, what the heck? Chanel was looking at me like, yeah, I was tight. There were some people in there. I was so tight to be in there. And at this point, he didn't come back to the Friendsgiving. Praise Jesus.
I am delivered!
But it was like my emotions were already like, what the hell? Like, I'm so irritated. At this point, I'm like already irritated. I'm over here crying in my room. I'm like, yo, I'm so tight because, like, I think I was more mad at myself for leaving my party and leaving my friends and stuff like that. And I was irritated because, like, he had something to do with it. But I think I was more mad at myself for going with him. I think that same day, I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him from my phone. Anything that I had him on, he was blocked. And then my friends was like, Sarah, you too quick, which I am. When it comes time to block people, I really am, because I just don't be with it. Like, so yeah, I had blocked him on everything. And then I unblocked him, I guess, the next morning, because I was like, maybe my friends are right. They was wrong. But I listened to them and I unblocked him, and he called me and he was raising his voice again.
Well, just as I thought, trash.
And he was like, and you gonna go block me? And yo, I should have known this kid was crazy, bro. I should have known. You blocked me and this is like ridiculous. And I'm over here, I bought you flowers. Y'all, the boy did not buy me no flowers, okay? I didn't tell you to get me flowers. Take them back. First of all, we in Albany, so where you getting flowers? Because Walmart didn't have cute flowers. And I know you wasn't over here driving all upstate New York trying to bring me flowers, so lie again. He did not have no flowers. He was just trying to make me feel bad. And a lot of the times, like, his little tactics would work. So, boom, that's the setup. That's like initial, oh my God, Sarah, what type of thing that was going on. So now it's like winter break. Mind you, you guys, he was from Long Island. I live in Brooklyn. It's a little bit of a distance in between where I'm at, and I'm in a part of Brooklyn that's like kind of close to Manhattan. So it's like a little bit of a distance to go from wherever Timbuktu he's at to where I'm at. My thing, if you really want to see somebody, you will make a way. Like, y'all, one time I wanted to see my friend. I went to the Bronx, okay? I don't go to the Bronx. Now she knows, like, I'm not going there for the rest of the summer, for the rest of the year. But, like, if you want to see somebody, you will make a way to go see them. And especially if you have a car, a working car, and then the other person's offering you, like, yo, I will help you out with gas so we can hang out. You need to,
Damn.
But winter break in college is like at least a month or something like that. So I did not see this kid for like an entire month, and you live over there. Like, we live in the same state.
Trash.
So then he ended up like pulling up on me at one point. It was like so random the way he pulled up on me, and we was just chilling in the car, and I came back and my mom said, never do that again. She said, don't you ever just be sitting outside. And she said, you tell him to come inside. And you know what? She's right.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah, I just feel like if you really wanted to see somebody and they trying to tell you like, yo, I will help you out, and you still saying no, that's not on me. In the very short amount of months that I knew this kid, He had been raising his voice at me when I told him to stop doing that. He had been calling me stupid. He, and then he would call me fat. So then I remember writing up this letter, right? Throughout all that time, yeah, he was talking to me crazy. And at some point I was like ignoring it, thinking that maybe it'll go away like on its own type of thing. It didn't. So I had to write me a little letter. Y'all, like when I say, first of all, I had no intention of writing this long letter, but it came out that way. I'm like, damn, you're very problematic. Like, this is not me. This is you. Y'all remember in social studies, that man that had a problem with the church and he wrote out all his grievances with the church and taped it to the church door? Like, y'all gonna see this. That's how I was with my little letter, okay? I listed out everything wrong and I was like, yo, it's not me. You need to fix this or I'm a skedaddle. So it took me a little minute to skedaddle, but nevertheless, I did skedaddle in the end, okay? Twice. Y'all, so I found the letter.